I first started creating as a very young child. I remember we had like a plastic easel and a roll of paper, and it would come down and I would just paint, paint, paint. And I just loved it. And I would sketch out Barbies and change their clothes, draw dresses, like as much as I could create and make, I would. And I had really awesome parents that would let me have my creative expressions even on the walls of my bedroom. They let me draw and sketch and paint, and the bathroom. So I was able to, have a lot of different canvas experience, which was really cool. I would say that my artwork would fit in the category of abstract art. Artist that uses any type of media to convey the emotion that I'm looking for in the scene, or the color combinations to create the feeling that I'm looking for in the pieces of artwork. I do enjoy the results of realistic paintings, but the process is less enjoyable for me. So that's why I do tend to stick to abstract art, because the process is where I can really express myself and I feel the emotion coming out, and I get into this other world that I don't want to leave. So I enjoy it and really focus on the abstract art, but I will do realistic artworks per commission, or sometimes I just, I do want to test my techniques and abilities. My main motivation, it's it's kind of hard to express because it's like a feeling I get inside when I create. So I want to get back to that feeling. So it keeps me creating. And then also the joy of seeing somebody else relate to the piece that I've created, and it touches them in a way that maybe is different than I felt when I was creating it, but it's still, it just, when it motivates somebody to have an emotion or a reaction, I love that. Wow. I don't know. There's so many that have, each one has its own story and what I've gone through. So if you ask me what's one that means most to you with what you've gone through health wise, I could tell you that one. Or traveling, which one was inspired by something that brings all the travels together? It would be another piece. So that would really be a challenging answer to give. Um, so I still dream about resin. I had a bond with it. And now that that's over, I was feeling a little lost and not sure if I could develop my style artistically again with acrylics or oils or mixed media in that sense. And I just got out paper, and the studio was a mess, and it was so much fun, but also discovery of what led me to the current collection I'm working on, which is called Synergy. And that's a collection that's going to be showed tonight. It embodies so much of my story and everyone's story. Like, we think we're going on a path, so such as resin. Thought that was my path. I loved it, and it fed my soul, but I couldn't do it anymore. So that's kind of the thing of getting sucked into a vortex, and it takes you one way and another, and you have to just roll with it and go with it no matter what you think your future is going to be. In that sense, we only have so much control. But then we see how even when things don't go the way we want them to, it still works out, and you still have enjoyment in life, and you still proceed. And that's the organized chaos that ensues. And then you feel that connection with everything and how it all works out. So I'm really excited about expressing this on canvas with color. And I love designs and patterns. So bringing all that into play with this collection is pretty exciting. So I'm going to continue working on Synergy for a little while because there's just so much more I want to say about it. That being said, I do have a new work that I have mocked up, but I do want to continue working on Synergy. So that collection is not fully complete for me. This is something I had to evaluate myself. I was kind of doubting the importance of art. Like, what does it matter? We're all stuck at home. And then just meditating on that and realizing that even more so now, having that expression, if you are the one making the art, it's so powerful. What you're feeling, others are feeling, and you can connect through colors and shapes with other people whatever style of artwork it is or thing you're making, realizing that somebody's taken the time. I think it's all a time that we've had to slow down and realize, oh, this is something that's handmade. Somebody took time to make this. It's not just a product we get off the internet from some manufactured company. This is important to that person. And now I want to be a part of that. This is a time to reflect on those things and realize that looking at something in your home, now that we are at home more, and realizing who made it and reflecting on them, or it takes you to this other place of, I remember going on the trip, or just an emotion that you have when you look at it. It's so important more than ever now to have art in our lives and creatives doing what they do to help us get that outlet that we need. And I would love people to walk away from this evening having a sense of something that they've been thinking about doing or trying, or they are currently doing and trying, and just continue to do that or start. It just takes you starting. And if it brings you joy and you enjoy the process, then do it. Right now, more than ever, we need things that bring us happiness. And not everyone needs to escape into a different world, but if you do, and it brings you to that place of just where you can think about beautiful things, then do it. And share it with others when you do it, because we all get inspired off each other and feed off each other's excitement, enthusiasm. So I want people to take away that everyone's important and everyone has something to say.